medtech needs you on something.
Seriously? I just ordered a drink.
Tell you what, your next tab's on the Resistance, assuming you live through this.
Ha ha.
Usually I never lose my head like that. All right, yeah, I'm good. My shit stains have more style than you. They smell better.
Is it the dance you enjoy, or is that just something to do with your hands while you get shit-faced?
source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we all have to get used to every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants like Bloom so hungry to get hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we keep all names confidential on Buccaneer. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who's worked all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in particular directions. Data is collected by citizens in every possible way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television sets. They don't even necessarily need to be super smart television sets. Data is collected from voter records. It's collected from how much power do you use in your house and how much water do you use in your house. In pre-crisis Britain, we got really used to all of our services being free. Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that if you're not paying for it, then you're the product being sold.
If technology brings out the worst in capitalism, capitalism brings out the worst in technology. Senior academic Alfred tells us how big business repurposes big data.
Historically, what's happened, of course, is that people have traded their privacy for their convenience as smartphones and other kinds of technology came in and became mass-consumed, mass-used items and technological objects. Gradually, people were so attracted to the affordances of these technologies that privacy kind of retreated into the background and into the stage we've got now where it's essentially gone. Having this access to this data
makes huge tech companies like Bloom so much more powerful than they would be otherwise, and not just in the obvious ways. Of course, there's a lot of worry and fear over what they can do with the data. They can track anyone, find anyone, see what every individual is doing at any point in time. But I think there's even deeper reasons why this data empowers these huge companies to control our society and make us do things. So lots of predictive technologies which are implemented by these tech giants.
London, you've been lied to. Nigel Cass and his Albion peacekeepers intend to permanently control this city.
The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament, and King's College Hospital. I'll provide overseas tech teams for logistics, but you can source the bombs yourself. Non-negotiable. It cannot trace back to me.
Nigel Cass collaborated with a terrorist to bomb this city. Then, he set up an orbital drone program called Themis that will target you based on your stolen data.
I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis.
I've given you the truth. Do as you will. Actually, fuck that. Resist.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Well, well.
Haha.
Look who's out and about.
Yeah, well, can't lock myself away from the world forever. Got a lot to make up for, don't I? Besides, you sorry lot need all the help you can get. Check it.
Fucking wankers!
I suppose we can't expect Albion to go quietly.
Sent that to every news outlet I could think of. They're gonna have it on the loop for a while. And when the people tweak to what it means, Cass is done.
He'll be removed, prosecuted for high treason. They'll have no choice. We've done it. Congratulations, team.
Well, I, for one, am ready for a spa day.
There is still the matter of Zero Day. You know, the rogue hacker group that conspired with Cass and Mary Kelly to blow up London.
Jesus, Backley, all work and no play. Give the squad a second or two to bask in our victory. Safe to say it won't last long.
The way citizens move, think, eat.
I doubt this is the reaction you were expecting, but Nigel Cass is in the news again.
The government has convened to review its contract with Albion. Nigel Cass himself has responded to requests that he should surrender to the authorities in a heated call with the GBB.
Just shut up and listen to me. I will not be removed by the government or anyone else. I will die first. And many will die with me. They're calling for blood. They'll have it. This city belongs to me. I am its shepherd, and I will slaughter my flock before I relinquish it.
Cass has barricaded himself in his White Tower headquarters and threatened to kill anyone that tries to stop him. He is heavily armed and considered extremely dangerous.
Shit. He's gone off the deep end. He's liable to take it to the streets in his state.
We have no choice. We have to get to White Tower and stop him.
City as a space. So London has become a place where a small group of surveillance capitalist companies like Bloom can control the movements of individuals and orchestrate the way they move around their city and the way they essentially live, the things they do, the things they enjoy and the life they lead. So we're really kind of outsourcing our decision making, I would say, to a huge corporate capitalist company, and there's something very, very scary about that indeed. All these technologies can be used to not only influence us to act as the perfect consumer, but also to prevent us from doing radical and revolutionary things. So technologies in foreign nations that have been used are things like heat map features which show where populations are gathering. In-game rewards can be offered to people to take different routes, things like that. Traffic data can be manipulated to prevent people gathering and protesting, as has happened in some of the authoritarian regimes across the world recently. So what we're looking at is not only a set of technologies which make people behave as ideal consumers, but ones which actually can be put to use to prevent radical and disruptive behaviour in the city, which limits the power of any kind of revolutionary force.
So, if you thought you had a private life,
Oh my god! Oh!
and we're not going to reclaim our lives without a
Mate, Nigel's got a private bunker under this place where he like to tweak his toys. I'll bet he's barricaded himself down here. Won't be anyone but the true believers around the compound.
Then we'll have to take him down now.
Luckily, his reinforcements are limited to whoever's faffing about nearby.
Nothing on my end. I'll check for something.
The enemy is among us. Be on your guard. Allow no one to pass unchecked. You cannot let anyone stop us from protecting
Oh,
London.
believe me, it won't be in your lifetime.
What's that? I've got nothing to report.
Men and women of Albion, your true enemy has finally shown its face. It's masked.
Go! Target's
But what more
lost.
can we expect of cowards? Got a price for whoever finds them. Come to destroy the one man who can resist their tyranny. Who do you think Project Themis will target first? They're saving their own skins, nothing more. I found the answer to our problem, and I will not stop until it's brought to fruition.
No one here.
Are you sure that's what you want to come up against? You want to test my resolve? Well then, come try.
What a fuck up. They've gone.
That takes care of security. You can now access the elevator to the bunker.
Moving on. Come on, you can end this right now. Check your doors and corners. Ah! Get this off me!
Searching for suspect.
Did you hear that noise?
So you've come to end it, have you, DedSec? But haven't you figured it out yet? What our mutual acquaintance 0 Days set in motion? My inevitable reign and your downfall. This is how it will always end. The natural order of people like me and people like you. I am the law. Come down. Let me show you.
Your weapons are useless against that drone Cass is wearing. Complete the network bypass to power up the EMP stations. Cass has called in reinforcements. What a surprise.
You've ruined my plans, DedSec, but only temporarily. I'll rid the city of you once and for all.
Weak points revealed. The EMP worked. Fire away. The first EMP station is depleted. Power up the next one with a network bypass.
More forces incoming. Check your tail.
What you see is the future, the evolution of security enforcement. You will not stand in my way!
to arrest the suspect.
You need to power up the EMP stations to get through that armor. Complete the network bypass.
Direct hit.
The EMP weakens the drone's armor. Attack. The drone's shielding is back online. Power up another EMP station.
Heads up. He's called in reinforcements.
Your fight is futile. They won't even thank you. All your efforts, all your sacrifice.
Suspect.
This is your chance to do some damage. Don't waste time.
Let's get this over with.
time to end this.
I will.
I'm impressed. Think your little resistance is ready to be London's protectors?
More ready than you ever were.
Oh, it's a thankless burden. And the people will hate you for it in the end. Even when it's for their own bloody good.
I think we'll let the people decide what's good for them.
There it is. DedSec's fatal flaw. Your faith in people. You recruit all types, don't you, straight off the streets. Well, I used to have faith in people, too. I got a good man killed once.
Someone with talent.
Well, that strikes Nigel Cass off the list. Shame. I think he would have made a smashing 0 day.
We have plenty of work still to do. Cass may be gone, but Albion won't disappear that easily. Expect the powers that be to find fresh excuses to keep them on the streets. That said, I think we've earned ourselves a bit of a rest. From 0 day as well.
Oi, you put down a mad dog, DedSec. Needed to be done. This calls for a celebration, innit? And now that I'm not being hunted by a psychopath, I think I'd like to see that safe house of yours. Link me there.
Tell me about him, Bags.
Looks like he's a marked man. Clan Kelly put a bounty on his head.
Why?
He's an uncommonly dangerous underground boxer. Apparently he once won a fight with a bag of cement, however you do that. And in his last match he took down a mob-backed favourite. Now they're sending out an enforcer to make sure he never wins again.
Ugh, only thing worse than a sore loser is a sore loser with a murderer on retainer. Bags, find me that enforcer.
Already done.
Oh, happy times.
You're listening to The Bug.
Did you think the Prime Minister will ever come back?
I don't think we've ever had a Prime Minister.
Well, it's a much more reassuring way of looking at things. What have we become? Alice, when you look at the state of our politics, we're supposed to have the mother of parliaments. Well, this is one mother that has emphatically abandoned her kids in the woods to be brought up by wolves. And let me tell you, that never works out like it does in the stories. Wolves are bad parents. Unless you're a wolf, in which case they can do a job bringing you up as a wolf. Do not give your children to wolves. And do we actually own anything as a country now? Is there anything we haven't flogged off for profit? I think we've basically just become a homeopathic Britain. Diluted and diluted until there's barely a trace of the original Britain left. But some quackish lunatics insist it actually works better that way. It's total bullshit. Is there anything left? New on the Bug this week, a new feature. The Bug Off feature. The person who is most irritating us in Britain this week, we're going to tell to bug off, and to get things going, I'm going to nominate Big Nigel. Nigel Cass. Look, this is Britain. History tells us this place is a bastion of freedom. I'm just not sure that that kind of freedom should involve Big Nigel expressing his freedom to run a private army.
You can clear a potential recruit's arrest warrant from a nearby terminal.
250,000 soldiers, which is a lot for a company. The Bugs PLC has Alice with a water pistol, but compared with Albion, the East India Company didn't operate its 250,000 strong army in London. He did it a long way away, out of sight, out of mind. He wants to nominate for the battle.
There's the terminal. You can clear the warrants from there.
Humans at all, because look at the bad things that are happening now. What is the common denominator behind it?
Hang on.
Well done. Our potential recruit is now officially off London's most wanted list. We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
I owe you one.
Well, the best way to repay us would be to join us. DedSec could use you.
Just what I was hoping to hear. I'm in.
either incompetent or crooked, but not both at once. But actually, no, I can't remember them being both at once. But incompetent, crooked, and not even in the country, that is one impressive triple whammy. I've had Lyons longer than his longest spell on British soil in this last year. It's this halfway house I can't stand. Either come back and do your job, or leave the planet entirely. I'm pretty sure there must be a spare space station knocking around where he can go and entertain himself for the rest of the time. Can we crowdfund it? Tell me, let's make cryptocurrency out of something. Crowdfund it out of what we've got spare. Jelly beans, are they still with them?
He's away so often, Andy. I'm starting to think he doesn't like the country.
That is all from the bug today. Fly away, bugs. We are done.
Weeks have passed since the Oval Blaze killed 12, and yet the fire brigade remains unapologetic, despite claims of impropriety. Join us on GBB for the story behind the headlines.
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, Resistors, this is The Bug, and on today's show, Alice and I will be looking at the big questions, such as, are we less than 2 years away from being able to turn a sausage back into a live pig? Did we actually need polar bears anyway? What do they really do? If I put Optic on my dog, can I train it to take itself for a walk and do my shopping on the way home? And is tennis real? But first, it's a question that no one's really addressed of late. London is going to be safer than ever, Alice. SIRS is installing thousands of additional CCTV cameras. So much there. Still looking out for us after all these years.
Yeah, it puts a lot of fun into my life now. I get to play this role-play game where I pretend to know my loved ones better than some twat behind a screen in the SIRS headquarters.
I guess we shouldn't complain. SIRS really just stepping into the vacancy left when it became patently obvious that God had retired. You think of that. The similarities, omnipresent, omniscient, judgmental, stripping away your finances and freedoms, dishing out random punishments, peas in a pod. All it needs to do, sir, is ban me from eating something. What's it going to be this time? Not bacon again, please. Please, not bacon. Courgettes. Ban courgette. I can take you banning courgettes. I'm happy with that.
Makes me feel important knowing that I'm being watched with everything I do, Andy.
Well, it's just not... It's reassuring, isn't it? It's like having an extra aunt.
This is the aunt that gets drunk at Christmas and vomits in the kiddie pool, right?
Get that on. This is The Bug on the Buccaneer. Let's move on now to sport. Well, the closest thing we have to sport now, riots. I mean, riots are my favourite sport now, Alice, ever since they turned the Oval from a cricket ground into the immigration processing centre. And, yeah, rioting it's a great sport. It's fun for all the family. It's guaranteed action. It's pleasingly violent. I mean, I know the underdogs never win, but I mean, that's like top level football if they can, but it's still fun for us.
To what do we owe the visit, Hamish? You're not thinking of joining, are you?
Nah, mate. Gotta maintain my free agent status. Not enough booby traps in this place. Still, I'm glad we linked up. Don't know who else would have had the bollocks to take on Cass. Losing their psycho cult leader is gonna hurt Albion, no doubt. But trust me, fam, they won't pack it in so easily. Hope DedSec's got some fight left in it.
Inspector Caitlin Lau, socializing with outlaws. Now this is a first.
I'm only human, and we've got a lot to celebrate. Cass finally got what was coming to him, and with Mary gone, the Kellys are on the back foot for once. DedSec is making it hard to be a bad guy in London. Until the Met gets its bollocks back, I'm still on Team DedSec.
Nout. Taking a break from the dark web contract game, I see.
A well-deserved one. Since we teamed up, the corporate class are thinking twice about fucking with London. See what happened to Castlehaven pissing in their trousers. The tide is turning, mate. Keep fighting, and I'll fight along with you. Laters.
No use.
Enough with the tedious song and dance, Malik. Whatever you have to say, just say it.
And spoil my one source of entertainment? I'll give you a hint. Spooky voice, catchy name, bit of a drama queen.
Or did you just forget that you haven't actually found Zero Day? You looked at Albion, Sirs, the Kellys, even Sky Bloody Larson.
Have you ever considered that instead of looking outside, you should be looking in?
We have a problem. Come talk to me.
Good day.
Sorry to spoil the party, but we have an uninvited guest in the Dead Set network. They're downloading all the tech we've acquired to a remote device labeled Drill Britannia.
What the hell?
DedSec. The name is Zero Day. We've met before, in a past life. This city needed a villain, and you were perfect for the part. Now I have you playing a different role. While you've been running around trying to save this city, you've actually been arming us for a war. But then, it isn't always for us to know the role we play. And sometimes, once we've played it, our role is to die.
It's Zero Day. They took everything.
Here's where I would remind you that I've been trying to warn you about the Zero-Day threat, if I was an unfeeling machine.
Shut up and trace that signal, now!
I can't pinpoint the origin of the command, but the admin accessed the drive through an IP range dedicated to autonomous vehicles. I have a general geolocation for it, and I suggest you make a visit now. I've sent you the general location of the Zero-Day hacker's signal. As I said, I don't have their specific coordinates, so you'll have to search the area. Good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you, sweetie.
Hello? Someone else sloughed off work, and now it's your turn.
Let's do it.
You can't spell riot without right, and by right I mean right wing.
So, who do we turn to for help, support, and assistance in desperate times like these? Well, our artificially intelligent friend Bagley's rogue, estranged brother. The one that tells it as it really is, not as it is pretending to be. Exclusive to this show, Bugley. Remember, life's worse with Bugley. Here goes. Bugley.
Hello, Andy.
Bugley, tell me the path to true lasting happiness.
Andy, to find true lasting happiness, find a disused quarry, scream into it for half an hour, and then lock yourself in a shed forever.
Thanks, Bugley. You know the answer to everything.
Hey, Bugley, how many seashells does she sell by the seashore?
Alice, most of the seashore is now uninhabitable, so I would highly recommend she sees her doctor before engaging in any commercial proximity to the ocean.
Bugley, how can I stop worrying about being...
You're close to the origin point of the signal that hacked our network.
Think about snooker or get out of bed.
The origin of the hacker's signal is really close now. It'll be coming from a van.
Perfect. I'm beyond ready to confront whoever it is at the wheel.
The van is driverless, but it does seem to be protected by armed drones. So, new plan, keep close enough to it while I trace the controlling signal.
Fucking shite if I die here, I'm blaming you, Bagley!
I'll be sure to pass that on with your remains.
So nice to have something to look forward to. That's all from the vote today. Keep it real, bug fans. Actually, that's terrible advice. Keep it as unreal as you can possibly manage.
Why did you come to Great Britain?
There is war in my country.
Some refugees have legitimate claim,
My whole family was killed.
and it's our job to find them. We're going to grant your application to stay here. Welcome to Great Britain.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because we don't just protect borders, we protect lives. Sirs, security through care.
Control to all units, possible hostiles near your location. Understood, Control.
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every Optic device. Whether you're using Optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your Optic from Bloom Central Command Center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
Trace complete. The signal controlling the van originated in the Stockwell War Bunker. Good chance that's where Zero Day has been operating this whole time. If so, they certainly have a flair for the dramatic.
And I'm fucking tired of it. Show me where they are.
They just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything, there's a quick answer and loads of information available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours and no one even noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse, they didn't understand anything, and Bagley pretty much gets everything right first time. Do you have any idea why Bagley really beat all the competition?
Well, it's really the data, isn't it? Ever since Broker hooked up with Bloom, that's when things changed.
And really, that's not actually that great. Bloom has data on everybody. They collect information about everything you're doing across the web through your Optic headset. Isn't the AI only good because of Bloom surveillance?
Well, I suppose so, but I prefer not to talk about that side of things. Bagley is so special because it's been trained on this huge cache of information. That's how these AI systems work, or at least used to work. I mean, we don't really know that much about the latest version because there's so much secrecy around the tech. But they're given this huge amount of training data. It's basically a huge database that's used to teach the AI about patterns in behavior.
You're near the Stockwell Bunker, potential hideout of the evil universe DedSec that calls themselves Zero Day.
That's pretty terrifying. In some ways, I don't want this data to drive my life. It understands too much at times. Have you heard some of the rumors around the
That's it! Clean up our streets! About bloody time!
The elevator that descends into the Zero Day bunker is guarded by a strange security system, some sort of copycat game. You'll need to solve it to gain access to the lower level.
This kind of security obviously didn't exist in World War II. I wonder who upgraded it.
Not the most inviting clubhouse, is it? Judging from the security above, I'd expect some unorthodox defense measures.
Humanity's forgotten its native.
Shit. I feel like I'm walking through a diseased mind. The flair for the dramatic. Grand.
True change has always come from destruction. It's the fundamental law of the universe. When we worship machines, we become machines. Technology should serve humanity, not replace.
There's something weird up ahead. I'm gonna check it out. Alright, I think it's safe to say we found Zero Day's base of operations. Bagley, what can you tell me about this place?
It's, not authorized. How can it be not authorized?
Pardon? Not authorized by who?
By, apparently I can't say. Can I say this is really fucking annoying? Oh, well, there's that at least.
Is Zero Day interfering with Bagley? There must be something in there that'll stop it. Find something. Anything. Quickly.
Yes, I may be able to analyze individual data points. Suggest you make this a quick investigation, though. I'm picking up Albion activity in the area. Possible they are searching for Zero Day as well. This is the Bagley source code, a copy of my brain from Brokertech, code we acquired at Sky Larson's lab.
The effort that goes into a deceit is proportional to how fucked up the result is. I don't like this.
Zero Day has reverse engineered Themis drones. Could they have their own private fleet? Zero Day has a backdoor into Filament, that deep surveillance supercomputer Malik was so concerned about. Zero Day appears to be running the chip tracking tech we acquired from Mary Kelly. Now, what do you suppose they're doing with it?
Jesus Christ.
Clearly, DedSec has been unwittingly nicking toys for Zero Day. I'm detecting some devices over in the crash pad that could fill in some details.
Ouch, that looks like a stinger, eh? Oh, ease up, please. Let him breathe. Our very own Guy Fawkes. It's the wrong mask, though.
Fuck you. We didn't set that bomb. We defused it.
Even if I was inclined to believe a DedSec insurgent, do you think it really matters at all?
Since when does Albion get to play judge, jury, and executioner? You have no jurisdiction in London.
Oh, I do now. Listen up. Get all your units to move in and lock down the city. Provide medical aid. Help the injured. And guns out. Let's make it look good for the fucking cameras. Understand?
Well, well, if I were a betting AI, I'd say Nigel Cass had advanced knowledge of the London bombings and the location of that DedSec safe house, almost like someone tipped him off. But I suppose you'll put this together in your own time.
Time for a hard reset.
Oh my god. Breakups are hard.
Is London burning?
Oh, parts of it.
Then I've held up my end. Release the filament code.
One of your DedSec squad, he stopped the Parliament bomb. I was rather counting on that one, to be honest.
This is still the largest terror attack in London's history. If you can't work with that...
Oh, I'll work with it. But the deal is off.
Do you know who you're fucking with, Mr. Cass?
I know you set off bombs across the city and fucked your friends. I don't know what mischief you'll get up to with a big girl toy like Filament. Cleaner this way, though.
She's running! Get
She killed Dalton, set up the attacks, and she's tampered with Bagley.
Explains why she wiped my memory. There's a lot to unpack here, but more pressingly, I've pinpointed where Drill Britannia is running. That console right over there.
I found Drill Britannia. It looks to be a CTOS patch. I don't know if I can stop it.
No one can stop it. That's the whole point. So... impressed?
Depends. What does Drill Britannia do?
It's society's big wipe. While DedSec runs around fixing bugs, I'm deleting the source code. Frying the hardware too. All of it. It's actually a beautiful thing you've done by helping to steal all that tech.
So beautiful you had to build a doomsday bomb shelter just to hide away from it. When's the rest of Zero Day show up? Huh?
Oh, it's just me. I learned very early on that no one was willing to make real sacrifice for change. In the end, history's actors work alone.
Jesus, you really are just another zealot.
Ouch. I had hoped you might at least understand why I did it. Why we recruits. I am sorry, but once again, DedSec has outlived its usefulness.
Spread out!
Millions will suffer today. It's an honor to die among them.
Search the area!
Excuse me.
I need time to crack the security system and open the blast doors. Try to survive until the process is complete.
Easier said than done.
I've unlocked the doors. I suggest you make a swift and safe escape. You'll need to find another exit. Albion has dispatched personnel to intercept operatives across the city.
I need cover! Oh, excellent. I'm under attack again. Fuck me. That was intense. But I escaped.
Yes, brilliant work.
What is this? I've been running from Albion for miles. I can't seem to shake them.
I'm experiencing something similar. There must be an aisle of us. We need to regroup.
Sabina's leaked your locations to Albion. All operatives are currently compromised. I suggest you all lay low and avoid any large groups. I'll send you a low-key meeting spot.
Shit. What the hell's going on, Bags?
I'm not sure, but I secured an alternate location for an emergency meeting far from the safe house. Pushing the coordinates now.
To The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does at this point, CTOS was first used in Chicago in 2014 and then San Francisco in 2017 before coming here to London. And every time it's been rolled out, it's been pretty much an unmitigated disaster.
For those of you who are listening who are lucky enough not to be here in London's chaotic scenes, it's worth remembering that the telecoms tower is now owned by Bloom. The tower looms over northwest London. It's always been a communications hub, acting as part of the UK's television and communications network. Although there's been some secrecy around its use, and now that Bloom owns it, it's only even more secret.
Yet now everything that's part of Bloom's city surveillance operation is run through the telecoms tower. And I have to say, it looks completely ridiculous. It's got that silly crown thing at the top and all the blue light.
What's that even about? What does it do? I don't see that there's any purpose to that at all.
It's a blight on the skyline, if you ask me, and it's become the main point of control for millions of people. The system network and Bagley are both operated and streamed from there too.
And don't forget about the self-driving cars too. I thought they were just running on their own.
Am I early, or is everyone else just lost?
Securing a single safe location was impossible, so I sent you all to different ones.
Not sure a railway siding counts as safe, Bagley.
Count your blessings. I'm not sure if this is a literal shithole or if it's just the best description.
If you're all quite finished complaining about the precise manner in which I saved your ingrate asses, let's get on with the briefing.